Hello everyone and welcome to day 4 of our 25-day island to celebrate hitting 25k subscribers on YouTube. We have got a biggish build to do today. We're going to be crossing over this bridge that I'm on right now and building the wonderful Nooks Cranny. By the way, if you're new here, this is my island Cottontail. Like I said, this is day 4, so if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, I suggest you go and watch those first so you're all caught up. But we're going to be doing 25 days on this island. Now I realize I haven't been showing you my map, so here is the map progress so far as of day 4. I think it's looking kind of cute. Still got a few villages to move around and move in. Haven't really done those yet because we haven't done any villager houses, but hopefully we will make a start on those soon. Also, still don't know what I'm doing with this terraforming down here. That might be done today or maybe the next video. I don't know yet, but we've got quite a big space to work with today, which I kind of like. Now, Nooks Cranny is going to go here. I've got some ideas of what I want to do, so that's always good. I'm trying my best to come up with ideas for each of the builds that I'm doing every day, just so I make it easier on myself and I'm not just spiraling and spinning in circles. But anyway, I forgot to say, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do subscribe. Come join the Jellyby family. We have so much fun over here and we'd love for you to help us get to our next milestone, which is 30,000 subscribers, and maybe I'll even do another island challenge. Who knows? But that is for future me to worry about. Let's talk about today's build. So yes, we are doing Nooks Cranny area today, and we're going to start by putting down the in-game dirt path. Just like we did over at Able Sisters on day 2, I will be putting the brick code that we have downloaded on top of this as well. By the way, all the codes that you will see in today's video will be listed in the description down below, so if you see any you like, you'll find the MAs down there and you'll be able to use them on your island. Now for today's Nooks Cranny, I'm going to do the standard. We're going to have a little delivery area, of course, but I also want to make it feel really pretty, really cottagecore, cozy, very homey, all those things wrapped into one, so wish me luck. Now our squares at the moment are currently 4 wide from the bridge. I thought 2 was too small and 3 was just so uneven that I just couldn't. I was as well originally going to have only 2 squares of these bricks and do the little border next to it, but I didn't like it. I did try it. I was like, nope, don't like it, so I got red. So I will just fill it with bricks entirely towards the end. Also, I'm now bringing this pathway up and I do make a mistake. You'll see it in just a little bit. So I basically want to bring a pathway and have the middle section completely bare, just so I can have grass there with flowers and a little walkway. I did see a picture somewhere. I think it might have been Pinterest. I can't remember what it was. I was just browsing for codes at the time and I think I saw someone had done a little grass patch in front of Nooks Cranny and I was obsessed. I wish I'd saved it so I know who it was. Can't remember, but anyway, not taking full credit for this because I did see something and it stuck in my mind, obviously, but I didn't save it. Who and why did you do this? Anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing today. Anyway, let's make this double squared, but I do end up leaving little spaces in between our squares so that we can put trees, which means we then need to add another layer of the in-game dirt path. You know me, I had to get the trees in somewhere, and I think here will be perfect without them actually blocking Nooks Cranny itself. I will try my best to get trees anywhere and everywhere when I need to. I just do. Now I will be doubling up this pathway here, so this will be the pathway just in front of Nooks Cranny. I'm literally going to try and center it as best as I can, and then I also want to add the little gaps on the right side as well, so I can have like a symmetrical thing going on with the trees like this. And current me at the time didn't realize her mistake. Oh no, she didn't. I can't get a tree in here. Nope, because of the bridge. So I'm gonna have to move everything over by 1 space. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I already had to move everything over because I had to get the extra gap in. Now Twiggy wants us. She's teaching us Sleepy as a react. I think that's a top tier reaction, to be honest. That's how I feel some days. I'm like, wake up and I'm just like, no, today I'm sleepy. I wish I could just go back to bed. But anyway, sleepy or not, let's continue building. See, I'm going to extend those bricks now. We need to fill this whole spot. Even those little bits that go up and across and in between, we need to fill it all. And then we can actually stick some trees in. I'm going to be using both cedar and the hardwood trees, just the fully grown ones. There's no way I can stump these anyway and still have the codes going around them. I'm perfectly okay with that. I like them. I like the hardwood in front of the cedar because it's smaller. Just adds some nice height around the area. But now let's pop in Nooks Cranny. I think this looks perfect and I think I did a really good job trying to get it central first time. It's gonna look so good. Just look at it. Oh, I'm just so excited to decorate it. I think Nook's Cranny is probably one of my favorite builds. Even though I do them pretty similar each time, I just really look forward to trying to incorporate it with the colors and the theme. I just really like it. Even though, you know, like I said, we all pretty much do the same thing for Nook's Cranny. And we has like a delivery space or some sort of shop or market or something along those lines. Either way, I still really enjoy the build for Nook's Cranny every time. So we are bringing this lovely wood code around the side. We're only keeping it singular tiled though. And then in the front on this green patch, I am going to go in with some white planks. I was hesitating whether to use white planks on this island or not, just because they'll really stick out. But I kind of like that. I kind of like that they stick out. They'll also look really nice on my beach and on areas going towards my beach, I think. I used them on the first build and I used them going towards the beach and I really like them. So yeah, I like them anyway. So tough, I'm going to use them. We're also adding some flowers in this area and also some wheat field. I also think we're going to need a little bit of fencing going on. I'm going to go with the hedge fencing and also the log fencing. So halves fence, if you're an old Animal Crossing player, I'll never forget the controversy around this fence because everyone wanted it. And so people with like spicy switches would implement it into their game and everyone else was like, oh, I really want to get it. And then Nintendo were like, hey, we saw how much you want the fence. Here it is. Take it with you. I like the fence though. It's really nice. I do wish we could customize it to maybe a darker wood. I think that would make it look so much nicer. Or just different colors in general. Let us customize everything. Everything that you see needs to be customized, please, Nintendo. Please and thank you. Now we're popping in leaf piles and of course a lovely cruiser bike. The orange cruiser bike is just so perfect for this island and it's my favorite color of cruiser bike as well. Don't know why. I just really draw to the color orange and I really draw to the color yellow as well. Like I like other colors. I'd say purple, lilac is my favorite color, but also so is orange, yellow and pink. So maybe I'm just, you know, full on love the color of the rainbow. Maybe every color of the rainbow is my favorite. Who knows? Also, I did make this gap here in the intentions of putting a tree. Not sure why. It will look too much. Don't do it. She doesn't do it. Spoiler here. I will fill it in later. Don't worry, I won't leave it as a gap. I don't forget. So just if it's bugging you, ignore it for now. On the right side of Nook's Cranny, we've put down some tracks. And of course, we got a lovely van. Is it called a van? Lorry? Truck? I don't know what Animal Crossing calls it. We'll just call it a van because that's what it looks like. And I thought it looked too bare in front. So I've decided to stick these storefronts, which maybe look like a little warehouse. At first, I was thinking of doubling them up, but then it would affect the terraforming. So I was like, no, we'll just leave them singular storefronts. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be too realistic. This is just our lovely, beautiful game, Animal Crossing, and we love her as she is. Yes, we do. Of course, what do you need outside Nook's Cranny? You need boxes. We got the carrot boxes, the stacked boxes these are called, but with the carrot customization on it. In-game customization, in case you were curious. We got small boxes, normal box, vegetables, all the stuff you'd think would be delivered to Nook's Cranny. Maybe Nook's Cranny is a farmer's market? I don't know. But they have farm stuff. I mean, the only farm stuff I can see is vegetables and carrot boxes. Anyway, let's do a little pathway. So I want to make a little pathway with a circle in the middle so that I can put a tree here, of course, because we need a tree. We need some sort of height going on. And because of the shape of the pathway and I've got terraforming there, I don't really have much space to work with trees because you have to have at least one square in between the tree and the terraforming. Even if there's an angle piece, it just doesn't let you do it. It's so annoying, but what can you do? Maybe they'll change that in the next game. Also, we'll not be filling in this terraforming just yet. It's another day's problem. Now over right next to Nook's Cranny, we've got this single file of wood. We're going to chuck in more boxes. I also have some pickled vegetables there. I always forget to use the jars and I properly looked through a catalogue of items and wrote down what I wanted to order for this build today and it generally helped me. So if you're stuck, I generally recommend that you look through an Animal Crossing catalog. There's lots to choose from, so obviously choose the one that best suits you, but write down the items that you think you could use. Definitely helped me, and then I ordered them from the treasure island. And by the way, they are online. They're not like paper. I think you can buy a book though, an Animal Crossing guidebook that might have all the items in. I don't know, but I use an online one and it's free. Now I use the wedding flower stands outside Nook's Cranny to give it a little bit more of an elegance vibe. And we got a water pump, we got a wheelbarrow or handcart as it's called, some soil bags, a bucket, just to make it feel a little bit more rustic and farmy. Now I really wanted these garden benches to work here, but they took up so much space. Like it makes it so narrow to walk through and my brain just wasn't happy with that. I didn't like the narrow spacing and I tried to make both benches work in front of the trees, but I also didn't like it on the left side because we had the signpost, so it wouldn't have worked. And I wasn't willing to remove my signpost, absolutely not. But right, we need a quick trip into Nook's Cranny itself because I really want to buy a flimsy watering can. Didn't want to make one. No, I also want to buy a sapling so they can put it on the soil bag outside so, you know, it looks a bit more full, cluttered, all the stuff I like. Also, think I'm bringing this fencing around. Don't know if this is going to stay like this. It might do. I mean, it parts off Nook's Cranny. Parts off? What is this, a hairdo? It divides off Nook's Cranny from whatever I will put on the left side. So maybe it will work, maybe it will stick. Who knows? I think subtle changes are fine on a island you're trying to build in a certain amount of days. Just nothing too dramatic and big. Also, we filled the little hedge piece in. Told you I'd go back to do it. So it is now finishing touches time. We're going to go in with some flowers, some weeds, some bushes, fill it out, add a lot of color to the space. This is generally my favorite part. It's what completes your build. It definitely helps. It makes a dramatic difference. Honestly, adding trees and everything, it just brings it all together. And with that, we've actually finished today's build. I think it came out super cute. Feels like it was only a short video, but I tried to chop it down as much as possible and get as much of the details in as possible too. So I hope you enjoyed it. But let's have a look around the area we built today. So we're going to start by crossing over our lovely bridge because I feel like this sets the mood, sets the tone. You definitely have to see how it looks at the end. And then we walk over to Nook's Cranny. Maybe I need to add a few more leaf piles onto this road that we've got. But I can add those towards the end of the island building, towards the 25th day. I really love this delivery bit at the side of Nook's Cranny and also the little ladder there, which you will be able to go up to the next tier of terraforming. Makes it so much easier than adding an extra incline for no reason. But there it is, day 4 is complete. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come join the Jellybean family. Have the loveliest of days. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.